Hello, I'm Richard Margrave and I wrote and produced the Ockenden Witch. I'd just like to introduce the digital work or the piece by telling you a little bit about where it's come from and how it was made. The original play was put on the foyer stage of the Queen's Theatre, Hornchurch, last April 2019. And it went down very well, and the play was under development to become a 1-hour play that would have been on this autumn, but for the lockdown and the closure of theatres. Now, happily, the Stronger Together Fund, administered by Thurrock CVS, saw the plight of all of us in the area that are trying to make theatre, to try and make projects to help and work with the community, and offered to a selected group of companies and individuals small grants to make work, to actually make something, with the proviso that it's got to be made in a way that the community can access it easily. So from that, I looked at my play and I looked at the opportunity to get a small amount of money to produce a digital work from it. But I also at the same time read that in Singapore in April 2020, trials were being held via Zoom, via video conferencing. And in particular, one 37-year-old man who was accused of drug dealing was sentenced to death via video conferencing. So that gave me the idea of why not put the trial of Agnes Billinge, who lived in South Ockenden and was accused of witchcraft in 1583 and 1584, and eventually put on trial in March 1584 in Chelmsford. Why not use some kind of magical witchcraft and put a Tudor witch trial on Zoom? Or, as you'll see when you watch the film, as Zoom, sort of like Zoom, but you'll see when you watch the film. The filming was done with each of the actors, the 4 actors, still in their own homes, some in their kitchens, some on the floor in their living rooms, some avoiding the kids, all doing a really good job of putting this piece of work together. They all were filmed on Zoom in its entirety, but at the same time propped up, held in proper clamps, taped to the top of their laptops. There was high quality mobile phone footage was filmed at the same time. Now Chris took all this and edited it together to produce what you'll now see when you watch in a minute. The most beautiful piece of professional filmmaking and acting you could imagine, all done from somebody's kitchen, living room or floor of their house. The actors filmed with a green screen background behind them, which technically allows the editor to put in whatever they want behind. Just as a sophisticated Zoom session, you can put what background you want to put behind you. A green screen, just the same as the one I'm appearing for today, but I'm afraid we've got no fancy Tudor interiors to plonk in just at the moment. It's just to show you, give you a bit more idea of how it was done. Anyway, the finished digital work or film is based on my original play, and I hope you enjoy it. The digital program is available on the web, and you can probably access it at the same time you watch the film. It's at www.theockendenwitch.com, and also on it during the festival weekend you'll find an interactive feature. If you go onto the website and join the jury, once you've seen the film, please tell us whether Agnes was guilty or not guilty. And also your feedback's very welcome on the film. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the film, and now you understand a little bit of how it was put together. I'll hope you would agree with me that it's pure witchcraft. Thanks.